Hey everybody, it is Denise Jordan coming to you live, and it is time for YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. So let's get this party started. I wonder how many people are going to get this notification and then be able to catch and jump on with me tonight. I know it's not our usual night, so I won't be surprised if not as many people jump on. But I have to tell you what, I'm really looking forward to tonight's show because there's two really cool things that I want to share with the ladies tonight. One of them is a video influencer challenge that I think will be pretty darn good to check out. And the other is an SEO, a free SEO workshop that I was sent. And I thought, well, let me just share that with the ladies here in my group. So we'll talk about that as well. And then we'll see if there are just a few maybe channel reviews that we can do with the ladies here in our group. I don't know how long I'll be able to just stay on because I've got a lot going on. So who's out there? I see I've got 7 people on, but I don't know who they are. So ladies, if you're ready to circle up, drop me a circle up in the chat box because we're ready to get this party started. And I'll go ahead and give my greeting so that people can we can have that out of the way. So there is Carol. Oh, from My Blessed Nest. She's got a live coming on at 8. So, oh, I'm sorry, Carol. Well, I'm glad you were able to jump on and join me real quick. Let me go ahead and give the greeting. So welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. On this episode of YouTube Talk, on this episode of the Shoutout Sunday Show, we're going to talk about SEO and how it can help you grow your YouTube channel one subscriber at a time. And one of the ways it can do that is help you get into suggested or recommended video. And don't we all want that? Then we're going to talk about the 7-day influencer challenge hosted by Sean Cannell. And then I'll give a few shout outs. And then we'll talk about open invites and updates. But before we get into that, if we're just meeting, I'm Denise Jordan, and I help women grow their influence through YouTube. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, then keep watching and hit that subscribe button and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. And if you've joined us on the replay, thank you so much for joining us. You're going to get great value from whatever it is that we do here today. And don't hesitate to leave your comments or questions in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back with you. And if you're here with us live, ladies, let me just go ahead and say thank you so much. I know this is not our usual day. So Carol at My Blessed Nest, Karen at Maynard Mom, Cheryl at I Style My Style, and Mary at Rocky Mountain Gardens. I appreciate you guys jumping on with me tonight. And Diva has just jumped on with us as well. And let me see if I can get my circle up, because one of the things that I want you guys to do is just to go ahead and let's get that let's get this show on the road. I won't have a lot of time tonight. And maybe that's a good thing, since I'm having trouble figuring out how to even get the doggone little emoji thing in there. There we go. So, all right, I got my little red circle up in there, so we're ready to circle up. And for those of you who just jumped on and don't know what circle up means, you have jumped into a session of the Sister Circle. And that when you see the circle drop in, that means we are ready to tighten it up, to take care of business, to do the things we need to do to move our YouTube channels forward, one subscriber at a time. And guys, yesterday was Mother's Day. Hopefully you all had a happy Mother's Day. I certainly had a good one, but it was busier than I've had in a very, very long time. But it was a good day. Hi, Ordine. I'm doing well. I am doing well, and I hope all of you guys are doing well too. And I tell you what, right now, my mom is with me, and I'm not sure how long she's going to be with me. Probably at least a week. It could even be 2 or 3 weeks. But I tell you what, it's like I have a baby all of a sudden. And at least when you have a baby, you have time to plan and get prepared, and you're looking forward to it. This kind of happened all of a sudden. So I am just like totally overwhelmed right now. And Ruth from Kentucky Fried Fun. Hey, Ruth, it's been a while since we've seen you as well. Ladies, for those of you who are new to Ruth, Ruth was one of our original little sisters, and then she took a hiatus for some things that were going on in her life. And so here she is tonight jumping on with us. So it's good to see you, Ruth, as well. Liz from Jazzy Green Decor is on with us. So she's cooking dinner. I got my dinner done. My mama's downstairs eating her dinner right now. So when it's time to help her move from the table to her chair, my husband will probably come up and get me. So yeah. So like I said, I got a lot going on. So let me just go ahead and get things started. So in case I have to leave early, I can at least have gotten the business taken care of. And thank you guys for jumping on tonight since I wasn't able to get on last night. And hopefully you all had a good Mother's Day. So one of the things that I want us to talk about, we're going to talk just briefly about SEO. And for those of you that are fairly new, SEO is search engine optimization. And that is what we try to do in our description boxes with our titles and with our tags so that the search engines of YouTube, the algorithm, whatever you want to call them, the little bots or whatever, can find our videos, can know what our videos are about, and then share that information with the world. So when they know what our video is about, it's a way for them to push our videos out. Also, we can get found on Google as well. So we can get our videos found on Google as well as on YouTube search and recommended videos. That is great. So I had checked out. So how many of you are familiar with Ubbersuggests? That's my first question. If you're familiar with Ubbersuggests, just drop me a little yes or no down in the chat box. But Ubbersuggests, how many of you know about that and have tried to use it? I've tried to use it a couple of times and I'm still learning it. But how many of you have heard of Ubbersuggests? Made her mama said, so Mary said no. Ordine said no. So Cheryl and I style. Okay, so all right. Well, Ubbersuggests is a new search engine. Well, not a new search engine, but a new search tool. If you remember at one point we were trying to use keywords everywhere. It's something similar to that in that it helps you identify keywords and titles and different things like that for your videos. That's what it is. And it also is a free piece of software. It's a free application. And I've used it a couple of times. Now, my friend Mary at Mary's Nest swears by it. She loves it. And then our friend, our YouTube mentor, Sean Cannell, has been pushing it. So they use it. And a lot of people use it. I've been struggling with trying to figure out how to use it just a little bit. But I did get an email from him wanting to know if I would be interested in signing up for, I guess, just like a 6 or 7 week free SEO class where they're going to be teaching you how to work SEO. Now, a lot of times he's talking about how you can use this information for your website, but you can use the same information for your YouTube channel. So let me type this in here. I believe that's the correct spelling of it. And the person who created it is Neil Patel. So I thought, I did look at one of the videos last week, and I guess, so for this particular workshop or training, I don't want to say training, but for this particular workshop, he will There'll be 3 sessions a week for the next 6 or 7 weeks, and it's free. I thought, wow, 3 trainings a week for 6 or 7 weeks. That's pretty intense, and it to be free. And just like vidIQ, they talk about how to use keywords and all that kind of thing, but sometimes we don't always get it. So I thought that I would try and work through this class. And then I thought, since the class is free, why don't I share it with all of you? So I put the link to the welcome video in the description box. So if you guys are interested in checking it out, just click on the link and check it out. I think it's worth your while to go through it. From what the instructions of the information says, it would take you about an hour and a half a week. So maybe 30 minutes, 3 times a week to complete the information that they're asking you to do. And by the time you're done, you should have a very good understanding of SEO. Now, let me type in there what SEO is again, because I realize sometimes when I say things, people don't always get it. So SEO is search engine optimization. And as we know, if you've ever listened to a vidIQ and LaRon Sagab and the chocolate cake, YouTube is a search engine. It's a huge search engine. And it's something we need to know about very well. So now Karen at Maynard Mom says she's already signed up. So now, Karen, did you sign up for the class, or have you just signed up to kind of investigate SEO with Ubbersuggests? Tell me that. So this would be the second week, I believe, of the class, but you can still jump in. And today's only Monday, so you can jump in and then get caught up relatively quickly. So, Ordine, I would encourage you to sign up for it. I would encourage all of us to sign up for it. I mean, after all, it's free, and it can only improve us. And it's certainly a way of leveling up by 1%, which is something we want to do. We definitely want to level up by 1%. So there's that. So Karen says she's already signed up. Anybody else heard of it once I typed it in? Okay. So there's that. And like I said, the description, the link is in the description box below. Okay, so now, So Karen from Maynard Mom is signed up for a free class with Sean Cannell through his Facebook page. Karen, that's what I'm coming to in a minute. So if you've not signed up for the Ubbersuggests, this is a whole different thing. Sign up for it. You said you think it's the same thing. Okay, well, the Ubbersuggests is one thing, but these video influencer thing that I'm going to talk about is something else. So, okay, if this is the same one, though, because the Ubbersuggests is one thing I definitely want you guys to sign up for their 7-week training session. That's one thing. Now, I put in 2 links, and let's hope I didn't goof the links up, because the second link that I put in, hey, Cheryl, good to have you here. Oh, guys, excuse me, I'm all snuffly today. The other link that I put in was a challenge that is being hosted by Sean Cannell of Video Influencers. And this one is called the 7-Day Video Influencer Challenge. And that link is a Sean Cannell link, and it goes through Sean Cannell courses, and it brings you to a welcome page. Now, for the 7-Day Video Influencer Challenge, what he's challenging people to do is to walk through their 7-day masterclass, workshop, whatever it is, and they will teach you some of the strategies that his team uses to grow their YouTube channel. And it's free. Now, none of this is being paid or promotional or anything like that. These are just things that when I think that they'd be good for me, I'm sharing them with all of you. So, hey, Shanji, good to have you with us. So I put 2 links in the description box tonight. One of them is for the free SEO class hosted by Neil Patel of Ubbersuggests. And Ubbersuggests is a new free tool to help you learn search engine optimization. The other link is to a free Sean Cannell 7-Day Video Influencer Challenge. And it's supposed to help you grow your channel by doing some of the various techniques that he will teach you all about. And I think I might sign up for that one too. They're both free. They're both worth your while. This is not a sponsored or paid endorsement or anything like that. But these are things that I'm going to try to do myself. And I thought you might want to know about it. So there's that. All right. And then the next thing I want to talk about, like I said, I won't keep you guys on late tonight. The next thing that I want to talk about is our quarantine cooking collaboration. And the quarantine cooking collab has just turned out so nicely. Ruth, you have been missing out. So the Sister Circle has a quarantine cooking collaboration going on. We're doing it for 5 weeks. And each Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, the group of us are bringing another series of videos that is like the best quarantine cooking that's on YouTube. And we're all doing all different kinds of things. And they are so nice. So ladies, tell me the kind of response you've been getting on your channel in relation to your quarantine cooking videos. I have been seeing such really neat recipes. And I feel like I put up a couple good ones myself. I got to get my one edited for this week because I've got one that's been filmed, but I need to get the editing done. So how has the quarantine cooking done for your channel? So Ruth said she saw those going out. So great, Ruth. Ruth, what have you thought about them when you saw them? And other ladies, let's talk about how's the quarantine cooking been going for your channel? Has it been positive? Are you getting new subscribers? If nothing else, are you just generating good feelings and just, lots of love on your channel? Let's talk about that. Hey, Cal, it's good to see you. Cal's one of my sisters that lives in New Orleans, I believe is where she is. So, okay, how's the quarantine cooking been going for your channel? Let's talk about that. So Mary said she's got hers ready to go up for this Wednesday, and we'll have a new hashtag this week. It'll be hashtag quarantine cooking at home with me 3. So, as we go through each week, we'll add the number so we know which one is the playlist. And Kenya will create the playlist this week. So Diva says she's been getting great comments. Everyone's enjoying all the delicious meals and ideas. I have too. There have just been so many good ideas. I'm just like, I have to try some of these things for my husband and for my mom right now since she's here with me. But because I do enjoy trying new things. So I Style My Style. That's Cheryl said she did one video but decided not to continue because she didn't get as many views as her normal videos. And that makes perfect sense, Cheryl. You want to make whatever YouTube strategy you execute, you want to make sure it works for you. And if that's not working for you, then don't do it. So you're doing the right thing by pulling back. Anybody else have any comments on that? It's been good for me. I've been getting good views on mine, about the same as I normally get, I would say. So those have been good. Let's see. I'm sorry for being so snorty tonight. I've got allergies, and right now they're just like out of control. So my quarantine cooking has done well. My bread video is picking up views. My apple crisp videos, it's done well. And so we've gathered 2 out so far. This will be week 3. So mine have done well. Yeah, mine have done well. They did about as well as I usually do. I know Diva and Kenya, their videos always do really well. So hopefully things were good for them. So, okay. So this week will be week 3. Kenya's going to create the playlist, and it'll be ready on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, unless she tells us something different. And you'll look for it in her video, and we'll go from there. So there's that. All right. Does anyone have anything else they want to talk about before we get started with the challenges and collabs? We can do that first, and then I can look at a couple of channels if you guys like. So Karen from Maynard Mom says she's got 3 new subs from her first one and 4 new subs from the most recent one. Now that is great because you do want to get new subscribers. And so now you've gotten 7 new subscribers from participating in that collaboration. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's pretty good. Anybody else get some new subs from participating in the collaborations? Because that's one of the things we want to do. In addition to being of service, we do want to grow our channels. It's just as simple as that. Yes, just as simple as that. Ordine says she doesn't get many views on any of her videos. So now, Ordine, here's the thing. If you haven't been getting many views on any of your videos, one of the things I suggest you do is do look into both of those links that I put in the description box and take both of those classes to kind of see what it is that you might need to do differently to get what it is that you want. Because it's not necessarily that your videos aren't good, but maybe they're not getting pushed out because you're not choosing the right keywords. Maybe there's something that you're not doing. So that's all we can consider, because maybe there's something you're not doing. Okay. Let me go ahead and give the updates on the open invites and collaborations, because I'm thinking my husband might be coming up here to get me shortly to help get my mom put to bed. So if that's the case, then I'll have to run. So this week on Wednesday, which is going to be May 13th, my anniversary date, I realize, is going to be our 3rd in the series of our quarantine cooking. Those videos get posted at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you just want to make sure you're using the hashtag quarantine cooking at home with me 3 in the description box. You don't have to put it in the title. And when you do put it in the description box, we can find you in case you have trouble getting in there. And Ordine, I'm glad that you're going to take the classes, because I think they'll be good for you. You can't help but learn something from them. Okay, so May 13th is the quarantine cooking at home with me. And again, that's going to be week 3. And we've got the 3 added on the end of our hashtag this week. May 16th is a Saturday brunch tablescape hosted by Shanji, Living Life to the Fullest, and co-hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget, and Tammy at Me, Myself, and DIYing It. Now that one is a Saturday brunch tablescape, and it looks like it ought to be fun. Just some kind of a tablescape that you put together, something pretty, but something to welcome, like for a Saturday brunch. On May 20th is our 4th quarantine cooking at home with me 4, hosted by the Sister Circle. And we have one more week after that. But then May 22nd is the quarantine date night tablescape. Now, this one is hosted by Shanji, Living Life to the Fullest, and co-hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget. So there's that one. And then, Ordine, maybe we can take a peek at your channel, too, once we're done giving the information, if I have time. May 22nd, there are 3 listed for May 22nd. So let me give you all 3 of them. So the first one is the quarantine date night tablescape hosted by Shanji and Marilyn. There's that one. I had already given that one. The second one on May 22nd is Glam to the Max. This one is hosted by Tammy at Me, Myself, and I'm DIYing It. And this is a seasonal collaboration where you're to recreate something that's very elegant. And she might be tweaking the rules for that a little bit. She was thinking about it last week. Her and Marilyn were kind of talking about it a little bit here on the show. But it's Glam to the Max, where you recreate something very elegant, maybe a dupe from a high-end option, and you DIY it and style it in your home. and you need to show your inspiration piece as well as what you've recreated it. And that one goes up on May 22nd at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. And then the other one on May 22nd is the Glam Up Your Stash Challenge. So it's the Glam Up Your Stash Challenge 2020. This one is hosted by Suye from My Style, My Colors and Shell at Shell's Glam Home. And both their invite videos are out, so you can check them out. Hey, Nicole, good to have you with us tonight. We switched it up from Sunday to Monday for this week only. And the rules for this one, which is the Glam Up Your Stash Challenge 2020, you have to be subscribed to both their channels, mention both of the channels in your videos, and place the channel links in your description box. And then you can glam up any item that you choose. Glam it up using any metallic color of your choice. It can be, and you can glam it up with whatever form of media you choose. You can use paint, it can be beads. Pardon? Yes. Okay. Okay. I gotta run, guys. So I can, if you guys want to wait about 5 or 6 minutes, I can come back, or and I can finish it up. But I gotta run. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. So if you guys all jump off because you have to go, I understand. But I'll be back in about, well, maybe in about 7 or 8 minutes. So I'll be right back. Coming. Oh my goodness. I am so sorry, guys. Thank you for being patient. Whew. Y'all need to pray for me. All right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, guys. You know, they're having a problem right now. There's something going on with the plumbing under the sewer lines underneath the ground. So I don't know if the tree roots have grown into their pipes or whatever, but it's got everything all goofed up so they can't stay at the house. So she's over here. And it's been interesting. I'll just put it that way. It's been interesting. So, yeah, thank you. Please, yes, do that, do that, do that. Oh, so Cal, now you guys are probably asking Cal about her channel, and Cal is one of our sisters that is always here. She comes on every week, and she just enjoys our company. She enjoys hanging out with us. So yeah, so she doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she's very supportive of all of us. So she will jump on and, you know, spur us on. She'll check out your videos and things like that. So she's a good sister to have here. All right, so so I gave the 3 for May 22nd. So keep in mind, there's 3 on May 22nd. May 23rd is the DIY Outdoor Decor and DIY Challenge hosted by the DIY Mommy. And as a reminder, you guys, oh, hey, Lady Phoenix from Really Good Living just joined us. So, hey, it's good to have you with us, Allie. But the May 23rd DIY Outdoor Decor and DIY Challenge is a big one. So for those of you that are new, this woman will get 150 people in her challenges. So she has over 500,000 subscribers. So when you participate in her challenges, you have the opportunity to really get a lot of new eyeballs on your channel. So I encourage you to do that if it meets with your YouTube strategy. And what she'll want you to do is to create a new video where you are doing some kind of a DIY project or outdoor decor project. So it can be a home tour, it can be a creation, whatever, but it's got to be a new video, some new DIY or outdoor decor project. And a lot of the ladies here in the circle participate every year. So if that's something that you think will work out for your strategy, then by all means do that. And then on May 25th is the Passionate Purple Tablescape hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget and Diva Designing on a Dime and Travina at TMB Designs. So I think Marilyn may be doing this colored tablescape kind of maybe monthly. I'm not sure because we have the yellow. Now we've got the Passionate Purple, and it just sounds like a lot of fun. But you style your table using the colors of purple in any shade. And you include the host and the co-host in your video description, like you mentioned them in your video and link them in your description box. And of course, you should be subscribed to their channels. And then there will be a playlist available on the 24th at 8 p.m. Now, the question I have for you, Marilyn, is how do you make the playlist available the day before unless you're putting it in your invite video? What do you do to do that? That's the only way I figured out to make the playlist available is either I put it in my community tab the day before or I put it in my invite video and they can go there to get it. What do you do to do that? Just curious as to how you manage to do that. Okay. And then on May 27th will be the last episode of Quarantine Cooking at Home with Me 5. So that'll be our last one. And I know we said we were going to do 4, but last week we talked about that as a group and several suggestions were made that we should go ahead and finish out the month of May because there was one more Wednesday in the month. So we opted to do that. So if that fits into your YouTube strategy, then ladies, let's have at it. And then, oh, speaking of, there's a new 5 reasons. There's a new video series I think we ought to consider too. That and don't let me forget. So Diva, if you could remind me, say what is that 5 reasons thing you were going to talk about, so that I can come back and bring that back to you guys in a minute. So May 27th, there's 2 things on that day. Is our last quarantine cooking collaboration, and then May 27th is also the bold, the blue, and the beautiful. Sounds like a soap opera. And this is a tablescape hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget and Easy Living with Elle and me, myself, and I'm DIYing, who is Tammy. And it is a blue tablescape. And I think Elle has done these blue tablescapes before, and they've always turned out to be so nice. And then, okay, Allie, tell me when your tablescape's coming up so I can put it on the list. And then, Allie, I have created a video on this channel that tells you how to create a playlist using the new directions that we have. So that should show you how to do that. And usually what I do when I create the list, because you've got to have a video for it to go in. So I will use my invitation video as the first video in the playlist. And then once people start populating the playlist, I take my invitation video and I put it at the bottom. So I always know where the last video is, or the last one that came in, because my invitation video is always at the bottom. So that's one way that I can tell. So if there's, say, 20 videos in the playlist and I know my invite video was in there, then I know I've had 19 videos in the playlist. Hey, Wendy, always busy. Good to have you. So, Allie, you've got May 15th or anytime up to the end of spring. And let me just, okay, I'll put that here on the list. But the problem with that is that people tend to do better when they have a fixed date. So if you say May 15th or anytime to the end of spring, then they may forget. But I'll let my husband get that. So today is May 11th. So what I might consider doing if I were you, Angela, Allie, and this is just a suggestion, instead of May 15th, which is just 4 days away and doesn't give people a lot of time, particularly since we already have a video coming up on the 13th, maybe you might want to pick another date that gives people at least a week to jump in, and then, you know, give them that date, but say you can jump in a few days later. That's the only thing I'm saying. Okay. All right. Okay. I see what you're saying. So there's that. So I'll put you on here for May 15th. Is the Simply Elegant. I always think I don't have anything elegant. Your timeless elegance is what it is. Okay. May 15th. Really good living. All right, getting it on the list. All right. Okay, so there's that. So her timeless elegance one's on the 15th. And then the Passionate Purple one on the 25th. We talked about that one. May 27th, the quarantine cooking. That is our last one, our number 5. So you're doing the quarantine cooking video next week. So not this week on the 13th, but next week on the 20th. So, okay. And then let me just give you guys the usual. So for Allie's timeless elegance challenge, typically what she wants you to do is find anywhere from 3 to 5 things in your home that you consider elegant but are timeless elegance. So they will just kind of endure year after year. And it can be things that you think are elegant. So You're wondering what your title should be. Well, don't you always call it Timeless Elegance? Okay, I think I'm missing something over here on the right. So Really Good Living is wondering what the title is going to be. I'm not sure if she's wondering about the title for her own collaboration or the title for something else. Oh, for the quarantine. Oh, for the quarantine cooking. You mean the title for whatever it is you're cooking. So let's say you're cooking 15 bean soup. Then you could put whatever it is you want in the title, but you just put the hashtag quarantine cooking in there somewhere. So, or in your description box. So let's say you're doing 15 bean soup. So maybe you might do something like best 15 bean soup ever. And then you can do that and then do quarantine cooking, hashtag at home with me. You could do something like that if you chose to. Or let's say it could be super easy apple crisp recipe, hashtag quarantine cooking at home with me. That could be a title, something like that. So, whatever it is that you're cooking, you can go with it like that. That makes sense for everybody? And while you guys are thinking, I'm going to go ahead to the next point. So, like I said, May 27th, the bold, the blue, and the beautiful. Like I said, sounds like a soap opera. Yes, Angela. Oh, Angela. Yes, Allie, you can participate in whichever channel you want to, because remember, I don't do any of that kind of stuff on this channel. The only thing I talk about on this channel is YouTube stuff. I don't put any videos over here that's not related to YouTube strategy. On my other channel, that's where I put my cooking and cleaning and laundry and those kinds of things. So yeah, it makes perfect sense. So May 30th is the Summer Lantern Collaboration hosted by Kenya's Decor Corner. Now, Kenya hosts a lantern collab every season or every quarter. And this is one coming up is the Summer Lantern Collaboration. And what she wants you to do is use a lantern to style out a space, or meaning to decorate a space, or you can decorate a lantern. You get to decide how you use the lantern. Either style the lantern itself and put it somewhere, or style out a space using the lanterns. But she does this seasonally, and this one is for summer. And then June 13th is the Summer Bar Cart Collaboration hosted by Marilyn at Fabulous Designs on a Budget and Diva Designing on a Dime. And they host the bar cart collaborations every season or quarterly. This is the summer one coming up. And typically what they will have you do is you style out your bar cart for whatever season it is. This one happens to be summer. And then you create a summer beverage. So a beverage that you would serve your guests that's, suitable for the summer. I think last year I did blueberry lemonade, and it's blueberry season. So, but that's what you do. So you style out your bar cart for summer, and then you create a summer beverage. And it can be an adult beverage or it can be a family beverage. All that's up to you. And then on June 15th is my Summer Kitchen Vignette Challenge, hosted by, of course, This and That with Denise Jordan. So that's June 15th, the Summer Kitchen Vignette Challenge. And then on June 20th is the Summer Seasonal Coffee Bar Beverage Bar Collaboration, hosted by Diva Designing on a Dime and Kenya's Decor Corner. So again, Diva and Kenya do this particular collab quarterly or seasonally, and you style out your coffee bar or your beverage station. So if you don't have a coffee bar, but you have a beverage station or whatever, but you style that out, for summer. And all the usual rules apply for all of these collaborations, which mean check out the invite video for full details. Make sure you are subscribed to the host and the co-host, and then mention them in your video and link their channels in your description box. That's just plain old YouTube etiquette, collaboration etiquette. And let's see. And then June 30th is the Moonlight Clean With Me Summer 2020, hosted by This and That with Denise Jordan. My nose is starting to twitch. It's trying to sneeze, and I'm trying to keep that sneeze from coming. And let's see, I think that might be it that I have. I don't think I have any more right now. Oh, excuse me. So, Lady Phoenix is putting in a note here. Let's see. So she has a collab on her channel called At Home with Lady Phoenix on June the 7th. And it is called the MIT or Masterminds Influencers Team. So, Allie, what is that about? Oh, it's about giving YouTube tips and our experiences to be able to grow our channels. So here's the question, Allie. Is it like each person that participates in the collaboration, they create a video giving a YouTube tip to the world? Is that what it is? Or what? I'm not sure if I'm clear on that. And hey, Stacy at Styling with Stacy. Nice to have you join us today. So Really Good Living says it'll be a monthly collaboration on the first Sunday of every month. And so on the first Sunday of every month, you're going to have a new co-host, or everyone will just create a video giving a YouTube tip. So let me write that down. This one is June 7th, I believe. And you guys know who I haven't heard from lately. I have to check her out. Is Secondhand Tracy Ann. She's always got challenges going on. It's the Masterminds Influencers. That sounds kind of cool, actually, Allie. Because so you said you can do it as a tag, or if someone wants to join, you can be a part of the team. So I think you're going to have to let us know if you want it done as a tag, or if you want someone just to be part of the team. I'm not real good lately with tags because I'm not following some stuff. I miss it. So if you tag me, I may not see it. But if it's on here on the list, then I can decide, oh, I think I want to jump in on that. I have a tip that I've learned. That's a good way to grow your channel, guys. I think that's something you guys might all want to consider. So Allie says she's got Penny's Place as part of her team, and she needs 3 more people to commit to once per month. Okay. So you want the same 4 people to commit every month for once a month? Or are you going to do this like on what, the first Sunday of the month, and then you want different people will jump in? So you know what, though? This is a good idea. So now, guys, I want you guys to see what she's doing here. As we process this, this is really a good idea. So what she's looking at, oh, you're saying the same people. So I was thinking she might have different people each month. But okay, so she's going to have a mastermind influencers team where for, you know, the first of the month for so many months. So there's going to be like a playlist of these 4 or 5 people, or you're going to have one video with these 4 or 5 people in the one video. How's that going to work? Each person's going to create a video, or there's going to be one video. They send their stuff. So are we sending you a video of what it is that we want to talk about that month, or are you gonna are we gonna post a video, or are you going to collect our sample and put it in your video. Okay, each person creates a video. Okay, so now she's looking for a team of, looks like she wants 5 people. She's already got Penny at Penny's Place. So who else wants to jump in on that? Let Allie at Really Good Living know, because whether you've got 100 followers or whether you've got 25,000, you've done something to get people to raise their hand and say, hey, I like what you're doing. So think about who might want to participate in that and let Allie know. Hey, Tammy, good to have you. So Angie and Allie says she's got 2 more pending, but not solid yet. Okay. All right. Trying to create a dream team. Okay, so I see. So Around the House with Cheryl. Cheryl wants to talk with you, Allie, so you guys can connect offline. And hey, V, good to have you here. So Allie says she's already got a video up explaining it. But now tell us the name of your other channel again. Let me back up for a second. Let me find it because I'm not familiar with your other channel. Her other channel is At Home with Lady Phoenix. This is the name of her other channel. Now, I might have spelled it wrong a little bit in there, but you guys can get the gist. I might have Phoenix spelled wrong. So if you're interested, good. All right. Okay, so now I've got all the collaborations given that we have. Did I miss any? So the last one I gave was the June 30th, the Moonlight Clean with Me, which was my particular challenge. And Stacy said she has a question. If that's okay. We'll come to it just a second, Stacy. Does anybody else have anything that I need to get in here for challenges? And I'll get this list tweaked and then get it in the description box tonight. I've been trying to do a better job of that so people have it right away. I'll think about it, Allie, but I just got so much going on. It's just like, girl, this week, like, you know how when you have a new baby and you barely get time to take a shower, it's like all you can do is just get up, put some clothes on, and just kind of go through the day and do what you got to do. That's where I'm at right now. It's been a while since I've had a new baby. And right now, I feel like I've got a new baby. You know, so my mom really needs a lot of support right now. So I'm just worn out. So that's where we are. So I don't know. It's just hard for me to commit to something right now. But it's a collab of 3 to 5 people committed every month. But it'll be left open for if you just want to do it sometimes. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Diva. I'm glad. I wrote it down. And then I turned my sheet over and then I forgot. All right. So, Stacy, your question is coming up next. So if you want to go ahead and put your question in, Stacy, and I will talk about the other series that I think would be good for you guys to consider for your channel. Okay, so there's this person that I follow called The Daily Connoisseur. And she does the 10 capsule wardrobe, which is all beside the point. But one of the things, though, that she does is, well, that she did a video about the 5 reasons why I love to wear jumpsuits. And in her 10 capsule wardrobe, she picked 2 jumpsuits for summer. And she says, I just love wearing jumpsuits. And then she just said, I just love them. She says, you know what? I got a video coming out about why I like to wear jumpsuits so much. And she did a video about 5 reasons why she likes to wear jumpsuits. And I watched it and I thought, that's cute. So I thought, I'm going to do a video about 5 reasons why I like to wear aprons. And you guys know I love to wear aprons. I got some new ones for Mother's Day. Oh my goodness. I got 5 new aprons for Mother's Day. So I'm just like going to be killing it. But anyway, so I thought, I'm going to do a video about 5 reasons why I like to wear aprons. Now I'm just sitting there thinking, 5 reasons why I like to wear aprons. 5 reasons why I do yoga every morning. 5 reasons why I like to do laundry. 5 reasons why, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, what the heck? Yes, Ruth, I'm really into aprons. It is just so 1950s, and I love it. So I'm going to do a video about that. 5 reasons why I like to be a homemaker. 5 reasons why I like to be retired. Whatever. So then I thought, maybe that is something that each of you can think about as a video for your channel. So again, not necessarily a series from the Sister Circle itself. It can be, if you want, we can do a collaboration where we all did a 5 reasons video, but it doesn't have to be. But I was just thinking where you might do a video about, like, for example, Grandma Sandy. She does fairy gardens every summer, and I gotta call her 5 reasons why I like to create fairy gardens. And then Rocky Mountain Gardens, or Mary, I'm trying to think what she likes. Let's see. I'm going to look real quick because I don't remember. You can tell who I've looked at, though, because as soon as I start typing something in, their name pops up. So, like, I see she's got a video about composting and one about DIYs and laundry room makeovers and spring gardens. So maybe she might do a video about 5 reasons why I like to garden. Or maybe somebody that does DIY might type in 5 reasons why I love DIY. But just think about, is there, or 3 reasons, is there a video topic in your future that has 5 things? So Susan at Escapes. Oh, hi, Susan. I didn't realize you were here. But yes, 5 reasons why I love to stay at 5-star all-inclusive resorts. Boom. That's perfectly. So who else can give me a 5 reasons? Cheryl says, I could do 5 about gardening. You could do 5 reasons. You could do 5 videos about gardening. Cheryl, I know you could do 5 videos about gardening, but 5 reasons about what relate to gardening? Maybe something specific, maybe something that's pretty broad. What are you thinking, Cheryl? Okay. Okay, so now Cheryl was thinking her 5 best perennials. That would be perfect. Cheryl, I could see you could get a lot of views with that. 5 perennials every person should plant in their garden, or 5 reasons why I love perennials, or hey, Nicole at Nesting Haven, good to have you with us. So right now, guys, we're brainstorming about a new video challenge, so to speak, for your channel, or a new video title. And one of the things that I'm thinking about is if this particular topic can also be evergreen. So Tammy is thinking of 5 reasons why I love DIYing it. People will always want to know, well, why do people do DIY stuff? Susan at Great Escapes, 5 reasons why I like 5-star all-inclusive resorts. People are always going to want to know about that. 5 reasons why I like to wear aprons. Well, people are starting to get more and more interested in aprons. Oh, and Mary was asking, where do I get my aprons? Well, some of them I just order from Amazon. One of them, there's a couple of different places online that I found that has different aprons, and you can order them, but I just kind of look around to find some. Oh, Susan at Escapes. So now she said, you guys listen to what Susan wrote. She said, I took your advice last time and posted armchair travel with Susan and got 20 new subscribers. Tell us about the armchair travel. Tell us about that. Is it a new column, a new series? What is it? So Andrea Mason at the Queen's Court, 5 reasons why I love thrifting. Yes. And see, this is the thing, Andrea, if you like thrifting, maybe you might have one video about 5 reasons why I love thrifting. And then maybe you come up with another video about thrifting do's and don'ts. Or then you come out with another video like the 5 places I love to go thrifting, or the 5 best places to go thrifting, or something like that, or 3 places to go thrifting, or 3 places not to go thrifting, or something like that. But come up with maybe a series of videos, 3 videos that have to do with thrifting, but one starts out with 5 reasons why, and then the second one might be something like 3 things you should know about, or whatever. So virtual dinner. Oh, hey, virtual dinner party. He joined us again. I think now his name is Scott. Virtual dinner party, guys. Remember, we got an honorary brother on with us tonight. His name is Scott. He was on with us a couple of weeks ago. Scott, our quarantine cooking collaboration is turning out to be so nice. There are so many great videos in there. You're missing out if you haven't seen them. But 5 reasons why I love thrifting. And Scott, you can consider doing the same thing. I know you're into cooking. So 5 reasons why to host a dinner party, or 5 things you should know about hosting a dinner party, or 5 foods to avoid when hosting a dinner party. That could be a good one. So Susan was going to tell us about her new series. Yeah, so Nicole at Nesting Haven, that's a good idea. You could talk about like why you like thrifting, or your places to go thrifting, or what to look for when you go thrifting, or what not to buy when you go thrifting. But come up with a series related to thrifting so that when people get out there again, they know what to do. Or how do you go thrifting online? Because I know Nicole Northgarden has done a little bit of thrifting online. So have you done any of that? How can you thrift online? Is there a way to go about doing it? Like I wanted to look for this. Let me show you. So I showed you guys this cookbook when I did my vintage recipe, when I kind of, bogarted my way in and created a video for that. And I went to eBay to see if I could find another one, because I wanted to find one that I could like handle a little bit more, and not have to be so precious with it. And there was one that went on sale in 2017, but they didn't tell what the sale price was. So, oh yes, guys, please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. All right. So now let me go find, so Susan says she's a travel agent and not traveling. So she posted a brand new resort that she has not seen. And to be respectful of today's issues, she's saying armchair travel for when we travel again. All right, let me go back to Stacy's question. Okay. All right, now Stacy put in, I saw it in there. Okay, Stacy had a question about there it is. Okay. Has anyone ever experienced YouTube changing your subscriber and view count? She joined YouTube in 2017, and in December, she removed her subscriber count because it went from 12,000 to 30, and the views went to 78. I've not experienced that, Stacy. For it to go from 12,000 to 30, was it the same channel? Was it the same content? Did you do anything different? Because I've not experienced that. Now, there was a time when YouTube did go through and they did purge some subscribers. And what they were doing was purging those subscribers, people that weren't actively engaged on the channel. Maybe they had joined years ago, but they hadn't commented or anything like that. So they did purge some of that. And I know I lost a couple hundred subscribers that way, but I've not heard of anyone lose that many. For your subscriber count to go from 12,000 to 30, that's pretty crazy. And your views went to 78. So your views went to 78 per video? That's pretty crazy. Let me look for you and see what I see here. Okay, so I see styling. Nope, that's not you. Styling with Stacy. Okay. There. I'm trying to get. Oh, that's Highland Jewels. I don't think that's you. Okay, I'm trying to find you. Styling with Stacy. Okay. I'm not finding you, Stacy. Oh, I'm spelling Stacy wrong. Okay, there you go. All right, so I've got you right here, Stacy. It doesn't say how many subscribers you have, but it does say you've got 22 videos, I believe I saw. About. It says you joined in 2017. I guess the question though is if you did join in 2017, did you just join so that you could like make comments and talk to people and things like that, or did you actually create a channel and started doing that kind of thing? And Stacy said you did a screenshot of it before it disappeared. I've not heard of that. Now, Ordine, what is this link you posted? Yeah, I'm not sure about that, Stacy. All right. So now Tammy said that brainstorming helps us a lot. It helps us to be more creative with ideas. And that's the thing you want to do. One of the things that Sean always tells us is to start with the end in mind and to think about a series and not just a one-off video. And my little granddaughter is thinking about starting a YouTube channel. And so what I told her was, I said, then, what I want you to do is, think about creating a series for each of the videos that you do. And when you invite people back, say, be sure and come back next week and see blah, 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 blah. Even though that video is not done yet, it will be by the time they see the first one. So I like to try to give people good ideas. And Scott, they're asking if you're getting some good ideas. So B tells Susan, I love traveling all over the world. We've traveled 3 or 4 times a year. Yeah, B is always going somewhere. People are saying they heard that their views are going down, but right now people are spending a lot of time on YouTube. So I should think that views should be going up, actually. But I don't know. I've not heard of people losing that many views, Stacy. Hey, Michelle, good to have you join us today. So you started uploading videos in 2017, but here's the thing, Stacy. You say you started uploading videos in 2017, but I'm looking at your channel and you only have 22 videos up. So how many videos do you upload a week, a month, a year? If it's now 2020, so that means it's been 3 years, and let's say you started uploading videos in June. So that gave you 6 months in June to the end of the year. So in 2017, you should have had at least, I don't know, 20 videos up just for that year. So, yeah. So, I have to say that if your subscribers and all that is down, it has to have something to do with how often you upload. Because when I look here, now, Stacy, this is part of what we do here on YouTube Talk. So it's not like I'm singling you out or picking on you or anything like that. But one of the things we do is we look at each other's channels and we offer what we consider our best advice. Now, I am not a YouTube expert. I'm learning things just like the rest of you guys are, but these are just a few things that I have learned And so when I look here at your channel, you did the Mother's Day coffee table, which is great. You know, a day ago, the Mother's Day tablescape 2 days ago, the upcycle a week ago, Inchway refresh a week ago, and then the glitter glam tablescape 3 weeks ago, and then a message of encouragement for Passover a month ago, and then 4 months ago. So then you don't have any videos. So after a month, you don't have any more videos from until 4 months ago. After those 6 that you put up 4 months ago, it was like a year. So, and then 2 years. So you have not been consistent. Yeah, so you've got to be consistent if you expect to grow. So if you had 12,000 subscribers ever in the 2 years, I'm surprised with the number of videos that you have and the inconsistency that you post. So you need to post weekly. So now what I'm telling my little granddaughter, she's 16, so she's not little and she's taller than me. But what I'm telling her is that I want her to create 12 to 15 videos before she launches her channel, because by the time, if she can do that, number one, that'll show me she's really motivated to create a channel. But two, that allows her to get the practice out of the way, to get some videos up on the channel so that when the channel launches, she can deploy them to go one a week for 15 weeks. That gives her almost 4 months of videos, one a week for 4 months, so that she doesn't feel the pressure like, oh, I got to hurry up and get a new video. It gives her time to let the ones up percolate while she comes up with the next one. So think about that. Ordine, good night. It's good to have you with us tonight. So think about your 5 reasons video. Like if you can come up with a video about 5 reasons for whatever, I just think it would be good for your channel. And yeah, something like that. And then Michelle's got a great idea. She said, if you really want to get a jump on your views, try doing a vlogging 1 day a month, every day for either Vlogust or Vlogtober. Michelle, I see you're doing the May vlogs, which I think is kind of interesting. But yes, Veda, it's video every day in August or video every day in April, or they sometimes call it Vlogust. That's something that you can really grow a lot of people, a lot of subscribers. And then Vlogtober. So Vlogust, which is video every day in August, Vlogtober, video every day in October, and then Veda, video every day in April or video every day in August. Those are things that you can do. And when you do that, people get used to looking forward to seeing, well, what is she going to talk about today? And it doesn't have to be a whole day. It can be a snippet. Because I heard Daryl Eve say that he talked to a YouTuber once about how to capture a bunch of different things in one day, and then to cut it up into different parts. And yes, Diva, you are right. Vlogging every day is work. I think I did it twice. And at the end of the first time I did it, I thought I was going to collapse. It is a lot of work. So sounds like Scott at Virtual Dinner Party and Susan at Escapes is going to plan something. So that's cool. That's what we like to see. Collaborations here on the channel. Yeah, I tell you what, I almost had carpal tunnel, or did somebody's arthritis, where you end up with like some kind of a muscle right in there that is stretched and sore. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Allie, because I've had that. Definitely. So Stacy, I don't know if I answered the question that you asked, but I can see where there could be some issues on your channel based upon how often you upload. Anybody else have any questions? Oh, Vlogmas. Oh, I forgot. Yes, guys, Vlogmas. So, okay, let me type these in so people know. So, because Michelle's just throwing them out there. So there is Vlogust, which is video every day in August. There is Veda, which equals video every day in April or August. And then there is Vlogmas, where you video every day for Christmas. And Vlogtober, which is self-explanatory. So Vlogtober, Vlogust, Vlogmas, and then Data. I think those are all the ones. And then Michelle is doing what she calls the May blogs. And people love vlogs because what it is, it's like a little diary or video of your life. And they like seeing those little snippets. So just kind of think about that. So yeah, I got Vlogtober. Yeah, looking at the screen and then editing every day is just like your wrist just get, like if you guys see my wrist here, I had a big like little lump right there where this muscle had just kind of gotten all swollen and big from all that typing or from holding the mouse like that. So yeah. You know, Stacy, I don't know. It could have been a glitch, but I don't know. So Carol did a live stream and I missed this one. I got on one of her other ones, but I guess I missed this one. All right. Is there anything else, guys, we need to cover? Guys, my beautician opens back up on Friday. Or Thursday. I got a Thursday hair appointment. I can't wait. Carol, I'll have to check you out. She did her live on organizing. Oh, I have to check that out. That sounds fun. I need more to haircut, Scott. But I'll tell you what. Thursday at 11:30. Can't wait to get there. All right, guys. Yeah, I got dinner. I swooped around. We had leftovers from yesterday. I did, some simple things yesterday, and then we had leftovers tonight. So I had to rush around, get my mom situated before I came up here to do this live stream. So, Angela, thank you. I tell you what, though, I am tired of having my hair all pulled back. Susan, I'm glad you think this has been fabulous. This has not been one of our better shows, but guys, it is what it is. I tell you what. Susan, you're going to laugh at this, but I hadn't washed my own hair in 40 years. I go to the beauty shop every Friday at 11. At least that's what I had been doing for the last 40 years. It was either 4 o'clock on Friday when I was working full time, and then it moved to 11 o'clock on Friday. And when we had our shutdown, it was like, okay. So I washed it myself twice. It was a hot mess. If you guys seen a couple of my videos where I had it out, I had like big hair because I didn't know how to get it, I didn't know the products that she used on it to get it like I usually like to wear it. You guys know it's not usually like this, but it's been a learning experience. Okay. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I don't want to keep you guys on just to chatter. I don't believe in just chatting, just, unless you guys just want to chatter. But I think I've given us all our business. So next Wednesday is going to be episode 3 of our quarantine collaboration. I'll get these notes tweaked and I'll get them in the description box. And I got some new aprons you guys will see. I'm at the hair salon every week, Susan, every week. So Cheryl said she was surprised when she did her hair the other day at how long it was. You know what surprised me was when I washed mine the other day, how much hair came out in the comb. And I thought, I wonder if my hair comes out like this in the comb every time she does it. And I just don't see it because, you know, it's in the bowl and I'm not looking at it. Michelle, you say you're not ready to go to a salon either. I tell you what, I'm not necessarily ready to go, but if you take a look at this, you can see I need to go. And she's already planning about how she's going to maintain the social distancing. She's only going to have so many people in the salon at a time and all of that. So she's getting that worked out. And the salon that I go to, I've been going to the same one for years. So most of the ladies that comes there are retired, or she can stagger the dates so that there's not more than just a couple people in there at a time. So you were asking where I got my aprons. I get several of them from Amazon, Mary. And then my daughters ordered me a couple. She ordered me one with my logo on it, but most of them I've got at Amazon. One of them I picked up at Target. One of them I picked up at Marshall's. So just when I'm out, I'll just kind of look. But I've been looking for more vintage style lately too. So yeah, I'm just getting to be so 1950s. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Oh, Scott says he started wearing aprons on his live streams cooking. You know, Scott, I'm going to have to check you out. I've only done live stream cooking a couple of times. And I did it once that I actually did like for my YouTube channel. And then the other time I did some live stream, I was doing it with my grandchildren. And it's more than a notion to cook live stream. So I'm going to have to check you out to see what you did. But yeah, you started wearing aprons. Yeah, they make perfect sense to wear them. And the one you wore was made by a friend who watches you. Yeah. I like the vintage aprons. Huh. That's too funny. Other questions, guys? Yeah, live stream cooking is brave. I can never quite figure out how to do it because it's got to take the time to cook, to do whatever you're going to do. So, like when I was cooking with my grandchildren the other day, I had to think about, okay, so now these things got to go in the oven and they've got to be in the oven for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So I tell them, okay, now it's time to wash your dishes while we're waiting for things to cook. But if I'm on live stream, I can't just tell you guys, well, you guys wash your dishes while I'm, whatever. Oh, Tammy, you're quite welcome. So Scott does quick meals, prep for eating in less than an hour. Oh, I like that idea. So, oh, Susan, thank you. And Tammy, thank you. You know, the whole idea is for us to figure out ways to get ourselves to grow. So, all right, guys. Well, I think I'll have to check you out too. Oh, now Angela said she's heard that if you do live streams, that it affects your regular videos. I've not heard that. Now, I know you've done live streams where you cook, but girl, you'll be on there cooking for over an hour. I can't do that, but you be whooping it up. I told Scott about you. So Scott at virtual dinner party, when I told you about one of our sisters that was cooking on live Caribbean cooking, is this one, Designs by Thee. She's the one I was telling you about. So Latanya said she used to do a lot of live stream cooking on Periscope and on her Facebook business page, and would do part of it on one and part two on another one. You know what, Marilyn, I sent out, you know what, my notification probably came out late. Yeah, Stacy, you do have to think it was probably a glitch, but on the other hand, too, though, regardless of what it was, you can rebuild, but you have to get busy in at least one video a week. And yes, stay positive. So someone is saying live streams don't get shared as much after the live. That's true. Now, that is very true. Now, here's the thing about live streams. They're so long, usually. So one of the things that Sean Cannell would have us do is he would tell us, he said, okay, I want everybody in the group to go live. You can only go live for 10 minutes. And it's got to be an evergreen video. I can go live and just chat. But if I'm doing an evergreen video, I got to have some notes because I got to plan ahead, what's the research, what's the notes and all of that. So that means you can't have all these notes and you're trying to go live. So if you do go live, if you go live with something that's evergreen, number one, and number two, you can't have all this chatter that we're having today. I don't expect these videos that we're doing here to be shared. This channel is strictly for us to talk about YouTube strategy for us to grow. It's growing organically. I got 124 subscribers, but I'm not stressing about it on this channel because that's what it's for us just to chat and talk about this kind of stuff. Now, my TNT with Denise Jordan, I am very serious in a different way about that channel, and I try to really work at channel growth every week. I'm not trying to do that here, but here's the thing. If I'm going to do a live stream that I want people to share, then I'm not going to be greeting everybody up front. So here's the thing. If you want to do a live stream that's shareable, then when you start your video, you go ahead, you give your greeting. Let me find my notes and I'll show you a little bit. You go ahead and give your greeting. Welcome to YouTube Talk with Denise Jordan. On this episode of Shoutout Sunday Show, we're going to talk about SEO and Sean Cannell's new challenge. I'll give you that greeting. And then I'll say, now for the purposes of the replay, I am not going to be greeting visitors today. I would just say that right out front so that people don't expect me to stop and greet them, because otherwise they don't expect you to chat with them, because that's why we like live streams. But if you're trying to do an evergreen live stream, you can't do that. So now here's the other thing. You could say, so for the purposes of the replay, I won't be greeting anybody until we get to the end. I got to get the information out first, and then I can give the greetings toward the end. So then that way I can come in with the editing and I can cut out that particular little segment, and I can cut out all those greetings at the end. Or when we get to the greetings at the end, they can jump off because I've already given the information. The other option is to turn off chat. Now, people that you normally chat with will be a little bit surprised. They'd be like, well, what's wrong? Chat's not working. But you could turn off chat. You could go live and turn off chat. So that's how you make a live stream shareable, because you make it like you're doing a regular video, only you're doing it live. That's the thing. However, your people will be expecting you to chat with them. Okay, so I missed a question here. Oh, Shanji says, what is evergreen? Great question, Shanji. So evergreen is a topic that is going to be around forever. So for example, if I make my video, 5 reasons why I love to wear aprons. Aprons are going to always be trending. Regardless if they're trending now for people that are just into wanting to be, 1950-ish and housewife-ish or whatever, or chefs or people that work in restaurants, people will always look at, well, why does she like wearing aprons? That's number one. It'll always be available. Evergreen topics are things like how to wash men's dirty work clothes, how to clean a toilet. These are topics that are always in need. Now, they might not get 1,000 views the first day, but they grow steadily. So that's evergreen. Evergreen is long lasting. So for example, if Nicole at Nesting Haven did a video on 5 things to look, do's and don'ts for thrifting, 5 tips. Probably those do's and don'ts for thrifting, 5 tips, are going to always be the same do's and don'ts for thrifting. They're not going to change in 5 years. Well, right now they might, because, you know, we're thrifting online and all that kind of stuff. But they're going to be long lasting. That's an evergreen topic. Now let's talk about a tent pole topic. This is a tent pole. Here's a tent pole. So a tent pole topic will be a topic that spikes once a year, but it comes around every year. What's a tent pole topic? 4th of July, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, gardening, perennials. Those are what we call tent pole topics. They come around once a year, but they come around every year. So does that help? Oh, excuse me for snorting. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so indelicate today, and I look a hot mess, but oh well, it's where I'm at. So LaTanya says she's trying to remember everyone's name. Girl, don't stress over that. There's still some names that I don't remember, and I'm trying. Okay. Any other questions? So Tammy, content that will come back again and again, that's tent pole. So when I say a tent pole, let's see if I can get that so you can see it. This is the tent. So it's flat. Thanksgiving. It's flat, and then it goes up, and then it comes down, and it is gone again until this time next year. 4th of July, Halloween, things like that. Tentpole topics are good topics, though, because they come around every year. Like I did a video on how to brine a turkey. Well, I didn't get it edited and uploaded for last Thanksgiving, but I've got it in the can. So this Thanksgiving, I'm just going to edit it and upload it because, see, I know it's coming around. But a tentpole topic, though, you want to start getting your videos for that topic out about 2 months in advance. So, for example, how to cook a turkey and those kind of things. If Thanksgiving's in November, I'm going to start getting those videos up in October or maybe the middle of September so they're ready. Yes, Marilyn, thank you. And so Scott at Virtual Dinner Party said he had a recent popular one for Cinco de Mayo, and it did good, but now it's dropped off next year. Cinco de Mayo, 5th of May is gone. It comes around again. 2021, we'll have Cinco de Mayo again. So somewhere around May 1st in 2021, they'll start trending, and he'll have another video that goes up, and then it'll drop, and it'll... But how to set a table properly, that is one that is evergreen because it's a topic that is timely year-round. Does that make sense? How to make a chocolate cake, how to make mac and cheese, how to address ring around the collar. Those kinds of things are year-round. All right, well, guys, I think we've probably cut everything. Unless you guys have another question, I think I should wrap this up. I hear my sister's here now, so I better go check on things downstairs. So this was my break, my time away. However, got some things I better get to doing. So thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you next Sunday at 7:45 Eastern, God willing, unless something happens. Last night though, I just couldn't get to. I just could not. So good night, everybody, and I will get this information in the description box. And don't forget, there were some challenges that came up, and then Lady Phoenix is looking for some co-hosts for this collaboration she's working on too. And don't forget your 5 reasons. If you can come up with 5 reasons for something, and maybe you can come up with a series yourself on your channel. All right, guys. See you next week. Well, I'll see you Wednesday. Bye.